The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin, I'm Michael Watchering, and this is the Eagles Sports Network as Carson-Newman drops a pair of games to Lincoln Memorial. And, Coach, I think prior to the games, you would have looked at what Matt Bradley gave you in the second game and felt confident about where you guys could be. Had you seen Ethan Elliott's line before the game started, you would have felt good about what your offense was able to do and being able to get to the bullpen. But just some difference makers on their side, making some plays, getting some hits in big-time spots. What do you think was the difference in both games today?
What you exactly said. Their guys in the first game just came out with event. We didn't do a good job on the mound from the get-go. I mean, we weren't good on the mound. Walks, location not great, got hit. Oh, there's a couple seeing eye stuff. They did a good job putting balls in play. It's a good hitting club. It's a good hitting club, and you've got to be, you got to get ahead. You got to be able to paint corners, figure out if the umpire can give you something. You got to mix well, and Kyle did not do that today at all, and then that put us in the behind. And then we fall behind, and they got a guy like Elliott on the mound. You got to battle, and they did. He did get yourself a little bit back in there, but they had taken such a big lead, it was hard to get yourself back into it. And then the score dictated what we were going to do. See, we're supposed to touch first base every time we hit a ball. It's one of the things we do. But then the score wasn't where we were up, so we don't do that. And then we're not getting signs with a runner on first. We forgot that because the game dictated how we're going to think instead of us just playing the game up against the baseball and just doing what we're supposed to be doing. That's it. No matter what score 0-0. Touch first base, get signs, stay involved in the game, make sure we're backing up bases, doing all that stuff. Don't let the score dictate how you're going to now feel about yourself and feel sorry for yourself if that's the case. I don't know what the case is on that. Maybe it's just a brain tease of some sort. But, you know, that first game and then the second game, Bradley was tremendous. You know, did a good job. Gave up a couple runs early, but then really settled down and gave us a chance to get in the ball game. And all you want is a chance. And we had 2 innings where we had a chance and, you know, got in there a little bit. We struck out way too much. Credit to their pitchers. Struck out, I think, 18, 19 times. That's not putting balls in play. I thought some of the approaches kind of got out of sync. There wasn't a plan of let's think more middle backside and try to just put balls in play. I think we got out of that a little bit. And then like we just said, we lost the game. It wasn't 8 minutes after, and I got guys that were, somebody told a good joke because they were laughing right out here, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. The blood's not even dry yet. Can you not wait a little bit and at least feel like, boy, that stunk? I don't know if I could smile. But I probably need to learn that after a loss, just let it go. Let's ready to move on. I want us to turn pages, but gosh, I didn't think it would happen that quick.
Sure.
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Coach, this season you hadn't lost back-to-back games until today. There's obviously at some point, it's baseball, you're going to run into some bumps along the path. You learned so much about your team through the first month of the season. What do you learn and what do you take away from a game like today that you want to try to make adjustments for where you have games each of the next 2 days?
It's a great question. You're so astute about the game of baseball and figuring stuff out. It's a good question, and that's why we're lucky to have you.
Thank you.
One, I don't care about score. I want us to do the things we're supposed to do. We back up bases. Outfielders are always moving. Whether it's 0-0, 15-0, or 92-0, we're always moving. I should never have to look out there with a ground ball to short and I got outfielders that aren't moving in the position because that's what we do. When we hit a ball, one of the things we do, we sprint to first base, we touch first base no matter what. I want us to get signs. I want us to do all the little things we talk about no matter what the score is. That's what I want. The rest of it could care less. It's take care of the little things that we've been practicing since day one in the fall. That should be a part of us. The score shouldn't dictate how we're going to play this game. And then I think our at-bats, some guys have to learn to take the swing and change it a little bit and find ways to put balls in play. Because that's way too much. We know if we put balls in play, there's a higher chance of some success. No ball in play, no chance of success. So I'd like to see us be a little bit better at that as far as our mindset goes. And then just our body language when we do get punched in the mouth. How do we react when we get punched in the mouth? What's our body language? Woe is me, or I'll get you next time, sucker. I mean, that's what we've got to do. And that's part of maturation for some of these young guys who are learning how to handle that. That's all part of from day one, and we're going to keep learning. And we're going to keep talking about it. I hope that answered your question. And then I want us to turn the page, but I do want it to sting a little bit. I want it to be like, oh, God, we lost. I hate losing. I hate losing more than I love winning. I want that just a little bit, and then, yeah, we'll let it go. But can it not hurt just a little bit? More than 8 minutes? I don't know if there's a time frame to put on it, but 8 minutes? Thank you for letting me vent.
You're absolutely welcome. You get tomorrow. What is the attitude, mindset that you want to see as soon as your guys walk here tomorrow?
They're fine. They're obviously fine. They have forgotten it. Now, I got to do a better job forgetting it. I'm going to. As soon as this interview's over, I'm going to go. I got to have a couple meetings with some guys about study hall problems. We're going to take care of that because that's the most important thing. School starts tomorrow, so we want to make sure we get that right. But it'll be over, and these guys will forget about it. I have 2 individuals who forgot about it 8 minutes in, so they're good. I think the rest of them will completely forget it because we've talked about process versus results. We talked about 1 pitch at a time, get 1% better each day, and so we'll forget it. We'll come out and compete and not worry about whether you're up 2, down 2. It's just 1 pitch at a time.
Coach, appreciate the time. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you very much for all you do.
Thank you. He's Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin. I'm Michael Watchering, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.